Hello there, my name is Ademola Oladoja from the Forex Trading Inner Circle, and yesterday I made a promise that I want to create, this week I'm going to create a video that will explain how to add to winning positions. That's one. I also mentioned that I will explain how to lock in your profit. So these two things are the things we want to do this week, but I will explain how to lock in the profits first, and after that I will explain the concept of adding to winning positions. So locking in of profit is a good idea if you have already made a lot of profits in a particular trade. An example I will use is the gold trade that I entered into. In gold, I was on a buy. I entered for buy in gold. That's a long position in gold. So right now I have made, let me have a look. Okay, I've made 323 pips in profit in gold. And because of that movement on the upward level, I think it's good if I shift my stop loss to my entry. What this means is that the zone at which I enter the trade is the same zone where my stop loss is. So which means this trade, I'm not taking any risk in this trade anymore. So I can only make profit from the trade. I can't make losses from the trade. Well, technically you can losses can be made from the trade, but just from the profits that was made. My capital cannot go down on this trade. It can only increase. So that's what it means. Now, how do you do that? I'm using the MetaTrader client terminal on the PC. It can also be done on the mobile, but it's easier done on the PC. So to do it on the mobile, you have to type the values manually. You know, I entered this trade at 1817.70, right? That's the price at which I entered the trade. So if I set my stop loss to 181.70, that means I have locked in my profit. Secondly, if the spread on the trade is high, I need to move my stop loss above my entry. So let's leave the conceptual aspect and go to the practical side to see how it works. So let's quickly do that here. This is my stop loss. If you move your mouse over the stop loss, you see this arrow pointing up and down. You see drag to modify. So I can drag this and drag it above my entry. Then this pop-up comes where I can then say, okay, I want to modify the order. This is an automatic way, very easy and simple way of modifying your position. That is locking in your profit. So let me close this window. Another way of going about it is determining a place where you want to place your stop loss, that which is above your entry. For instance, I want to place my stop loss at 1823.80. So I will just come to my trade and right click, say modify or delete order. So since I said 1823.80, I'll type in 1823.80 manually here. And this is the method you will probably use when you are using a smartphone. You have to type it manually. Then you click on modify and it has been modified. So now my stop loss is above my entry because I've already made a lot of profit from this trade. So that's how to lock in your profit. You can replay this video if you want to give it a try again. And why should you do that? If you see a potential trend, a bigger trend, look at the distance here. Let me measure it from here down. This is 1,343 pips downward. And my analysis is that this resistance will be broken on the upper side. So I have a potential of making 2,000 pips from this trade. So I don't want to close it early. So that's the reason why I'm locking in this profit to see what's going to happen in the next few weeks. That's one. Then two, adding to winning positions. You know, sometimes when we trade and the trade is going against us, we have this fear that we don't want to lose the money. You keep shifting your stop loss so that the trade will not take you out. You can do the opposite if you're in a winning trade. So which means if, for instance, let me open this trade that we've been on since February. So this has been a winning trade. Let me go to Euro US. Okay, USD is a good example. USD we entered for buy on USD So it has been a winning trade, but now it has gone down against the position, which is giving us another opportunity to enter buy. Though the opportunity is not yet set, I've not seen the formation on USD I've not seen it on Euro USD, not yet on USD JPY. Okay, let me look at this one. AUD USD, no, not yet. So let's see, maybe by Thursday, I'm looking at Thursday, maybe the setup will be ready for entering another position by Thursday, but it's not yet set. Okay, so those are the things, you need to consider, not just to be, increasing your stop loss, or you are in a bad trade, you are now edging because of fear. All these things cause a lot of complication that can crash your account. So we are not adding to the winning positions yet. We are still waiting for what will happen. And secondly, this is scary. A lot of traders will say, my profit is getting down, let me quickly close the trade. No, that's not how to trade. That's one of the concepts that we teach. And this formula, the approach we are using in the Forex trading in our circle, for the past 5 years, it has consistently been working. Sometimes somebody shows you a strategy. The strategy works for 3 months and it stops working. It works for 4 months, it stops working. This strategy is consistent. It works. It's just that the human factor, that is the fear, the greed, the hope, and all those emotions, they affect you being able to implement the strategy correctly. And talking about robots, no, robots cannot use this trading system. It's a human being that can use it, unless there is a kind of deep learning model or neural network that has been created using maybe machine learning that can mimic the way a human being will behave in that scenario. But today's current technology, I don't see any artificial intelligence that can mimic this strategy. It is manual. So then the next thing before I close is that if you are interested in learning this strategy, the first thing you need to do is to download the book I wrote, which is titled The Story of a Nigerian Forex Trader. It's a real story of how I started Forex trading in the year 2007, what I went through, the people I met, and the things I did to get me to where I am today in Forex trading. So you can read that story. It's not made up story. This is what actually happened here in Nigeria. So I believe it will open your eyes to some things about the business. If you have been trading before, still read it. I know you'll be able to pick some things from the book. So when you download the book, it will unlock your access to many other things I have for Forex traders. This is a beginning of wonderful relationship between you and I. If you are new, or maybe you are hearing from me for the first time and you want to continue hearing things like this, you can just sign up. The link is in the description of this video. Just look at the description. You will see the link there. You can click on it. You can also click on the, if you're on Facebook, you can click on the link that will link you to my WhatsApp and we can chat. Then I can assist you further. So that's all for today's update. Remember, this is March. This is the last month of the first quarter. Any decision you want to make, this is the time to make it. This year is going already. So if you want to join us, make up your mind. I'm ready to show you how it works. Have a fantastic trading week and bye for now.